देश का नाम।
India is celebrating its 77th Independence Day on August 15, 2023. This year, the theme is A Nation First, Always First under the Azadi Commemorate Mahotsav celebration. Landslide at northern Myanmar jade mine leaves 2 dead and more than 30 people missing. The Pakistan court rejects interim bail extension to Imran Khan in 6 cases. The Maui wildfires in Hawaii have killed at least 99, making it the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century, with hundreds of people unaccounted for nearly a week after the disaster. Donald J. Trump is charged within Georgia. India is celebrating its 77th Independence Day on August 15, 2023. This year, the theme is A Nation First, Always First under the Azadi Commemorate Mahotsav celebration. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation from the ramparts of the Red Fort in Delhi and unfurled the national flag. PM Modi started his speech by paying homage to all those who contributed for the independence of the country and took part in the freedom struggle. As he appealed for peace in Manipur, the Prime Minister said, "The country stands with the people of Manipur. Resolution can be found through peace only." The central and the state governments are making all efforts to find a resolution. Shedding light on the unity in diversity in India, Modi said, "We are so united that if there is a problem in Manipur, Maharashtra feels the pain." Moving forward, the PM also shed light on the natural calamities that have caused devastation across the country this year. This time, natural calamity has created unimaginable crises in several parts of the country. The Prime Minister spoke about India's presence in world politics. As India is hosting the G20 summit and several G20 events are being held across the country, he said that the world is now watching India's diversity and capabilities. In his speech about COVID-19, the PM said that the world has started to think in a new way after the pandemic. A new geopolitical equation has risen after the pandemic, just like it did after World War. With respect to technology and development, Modi said, India's capabilities in space technology are rising rapidly. Deep sea mission, modernization of railways, Vande Bharat, bullet train, we are working on everything. The internet has reached villages. While we are working on nano-urea, we are also focusing on organic farming. Modi said that India has emerged as Vishwamitra, meaning friend of world. He went on to say that India will witness a lot more economical development in the future. It is Modi's guarantee that in the next 5 years, India will become one among top 3 nations in terms of economy. Landslide at northern Myanmar jade mine leaves 2 dead and more than 30 people missing. 2 dead bodies were retrieved and the others remain missing. There are about 8 people who sustained injuries, the police officer said. Ko Thandan Haik, a rescue worker in Parkant Township, told Xinhua that it is difficult to determine the exact number of the people who went missing as they are migrant workers. Deadly landslides are frequent in Kashan state, especially in Parkant mining region. The Pakistan court rejects interim bail extension to Imran Khan in 6 cases. Judge Mohammed Sohail announced the verdict and said that it would be convenient if the former Prime Minister, who was removed from power via a parliamentary vote last year, joined the investigation related to the cases. The judge added that Imran Khan's bail cannot be extended in light of the Supreme Court verdict. The 6 cases were registered against the incarcerated PTI chief in Karachi Company, Ramna, Kosar, Tanul and Secretariat police stations of the federal capital. The PTI chief arrest in a corruption case on May 9 this year triggered violent protests, with the party supporters attacking defense and military installations in many parts of the country. Hundreds of PTI workers and leaders were arrested for their alleged involvement in the riots, while the authorities had accused the former premier of being the mastermind of the violent protests. The Maui wildfires in Hawaii have killed at least 99, making it the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century, with hundreds of people unaccounted for nearly a week after the disaster. As of now, a total of 2,200 buildings and other structures have been damaged or destroyed as of Friday, while 2,170 acres have been burned. 6 fires are burning in Maui and the Big Island, but officials said the Lahaina fire is now 85% contained. Many of the town's historic landmarks are lost. Green said the fires are likely to be the largest natural disaster in the state's history. The devastation resulting from a complex of fires on Maui that started Tuesday represents the deadliest U.S. fire in recent years, U.S. Fire Administrator Lori Merrill said. This fire now has become the deadliest in the last 10 years, she announced at a Saturday news conference convened by Governor Josh Green. The Maui complex of fires also represent the deadliest U.S. fire in the last 100 years. California's Camp Fire in 2018, which killed 85, previously held that title. Officials warned that the death toll would continue to climb as search and recovery teams plan to cover more ground in upcoming days. Donald J. Trump is charged within Georgia. Trump and his allies made an aggressive push to invalidate the election results in Georgia as part of an effort to overturn results. Donald Trump has been criminally charged by the Fulton County District Attorney for his efforts to overturn the 2020 election in Georgia. Prosecutors brought numerous counts against Trump and his associates, including forgery and racketeering, violating an oath of office and other charges. Prosecutors charged 18 other people, including Mark Meadows, Trump's former White House chief of staff, and the lawyers Rudy Giuliani and John Eastman. The charges mark the second time Trump has been indicted in connection to his push to overturn the will of American voters after losing to Joe Biden in 2020. In the indictment by the state of Georgia, the state wrote, Trump and the other defendants charged in this indictment refused to accept that Trump lost, and they knowingly and willfully joined a conspiracy to unlawfully change the outcome of the election in favor of Trump. That conspiracy contained a common plan and purpose to commit 2 or more acts of racketeering activity.